Okay, I made it into downtown Bridgeport. Got about 30 minutes to kill before the library opens. So I think I'm gonna grab some lunch and I'm gonna try the restaurant I pointed to yesterday that was formerly a bank. I think that might be kind of cool for a lunch. So here it is, right up the street from the library, which is in that direction. Convenient location. Have to say, I wish my wife and children were here so they could see this unique restaurant. I think it's called Roberto's, formerly a bank. So anyway, I think that's what we're gonna try. I'll let you know how it is. Okay, and this is inside Roberto's, formerly a bank lobby. Really interesting concept for a restaurant. Looking forward to having lunch. But you can tell it used to be a bank with the interior. Okay, we're in Roberto's still, and I'm fortunate enough to meet the owner, Roberto. And here he is. Hi.
How we doing? I am Roberto, owner of Roberto's Restaurant, downtown Bridgeport. We are open for lunch and nice dinners, so whenever you're in Bridgeport, come on in and see us.
Yeah.
And take a look at the special place that we have here.
Yeah. And how did you choose a bank for a restaurant?
I was working in the area, and this bank became available about 15 years ago. And I was interested to put a restaurant, and here we are, 15 years later, still here.
Well, it's wonderful. I've never eaten in a bank before, so this was really nice.
It is nice.
It is, yeah. Very nice environment again.
You can show the vault.
And again, the vault, which is turned over. Okay, and we'll go in again. Let's see. And here we go. So I guess you can withdraw alcohol instead of funds.
Nice bottles of wine, right?
Nice bottles of wine. All right. Very nice. Yeah, and that's the actual safe back here. This was the actual safe.
Yeah.
Wonderful. Okay, well, thank you, Roberto. Okay, that was a very good lunch. It's off to the library now. Anyway, they were all very friendly and good food as well. So I do recommend Roberto's. So check that out if you're in Bridgeport. Again, really cool environment. Problem is it's starting to rain a little bit and didn't bring the umbrella. So not good foresight on my part. But anyway, hopefully it'll be in the library while it passes over, and I hopefully will have a clear, dry walk back to my car. So anyway, off to the library to continue the research. I had to get this on film. I don't know if I'm stuck on the second floor of the library or what's going on. I'm hitting the door close button and it doesn't seem to be working. So kind of at a loss. Haven't had this happen. Trying to get to floor 3, which is where the historical records are in the main branch of the Bridgeport Library. Looks like, hi, how you doing? Yeah, I think we might be stuck. Let's see. Okay, here we go. All right. Okay, it looks like while I've been in the library, we've had a pretty heavy downpour, but it looks like I've missed it. Hope I can make it to the car in time. I wasn't in there too long, about an hour, and anyway, the main thing that I found is that Edward's death certificate may actually be in the Fairfield vital statistics courthouse and such. So anyway, that's where I'm heading now. Of course, I don't want to walk in front of a car, but that's where I'm going now, is going to head to Fairfield, to their Office of Vital Statistics, and see if we can't find Edward's death certificate. I just have to say, modern technology is pretty amazing. I have no idea where I'm parked. However, I typed in the address where my car is located, and again, global positioning is going to lead me right to my car. It's pretty amazing how technology can help us today. Also want to say, as I'm walking to my car, pretty upset that the Bridgeport main branch of the library is basically having to change its hours in regard to historical research. It seems that their board of directors, due to budget cuts and such, is drastically changing their hours. In fact, if I were here next week, I wouldn't have been able to find out everything I did from them. And they were incredibly helpful. And so I'd just like to say, you know, again, with budget cuts, I understand they're needed, coming from a cultural organization myself, but at the same time, these organizations are needed to help the public better understand the past, the arts, all of those items that are so important for a civilization to be a civilization. So I plan on writing a letter expressing those sentiments to their board, and I doubt it'll have any effect, but nonetheless, I encourage you to also write, and whether it be Bridgeport or any cultural organizations in your area, to argue that they remain open and such. Found the car, thanks to GPS. We're off to Fairfield to the Office of Vital Statistics. Here we go. Okay, just a little bit of stress. The address I was given for the Fairfield records doesn't appear to be it, and I think they close in just a little bit, so I'm kind of rushed. I'm in a historic area, it appears. I'm approaching, let's see, the Honorable John J. Sullivan Independence Hall. So I'm going to ask if they have directions, or maybe this is it. I don't know. But anyway, we'll see. Okay, I was close. So the address was not entirely inaccurate. Anyway, I think we found it. It hopefully is up ahead. Hopefully Edward's death certificate will be there. I hope everyone is on the edge of their seats. Here we go. I'll let you know what we find out. Okay, we're in the Vital Statistics office. It is right ahead. Hopefully they'll be able to shed some light on this. Okay, disappointment. We've looked at the Fairfield records, and they do not have anything for an Edward Lacey. They said with his mother and even Henry being in the Bridgeport records, really he would have been in Bridgeport, and he should be in their records. But their records only go back to 1853. So there's some confusion as to where those records would be for deaths in Bridgeport in 1852. And Bridgeport was incorporated around 1836-37, so they should have been there. So I don't know what's going on. However, they've given us information on the state library. I'm going to give them a call and see what their hours are, and see if we can't possibly make it up there to Hartford to try and do further research. All right, we'll see. I'll keep you informed. Okay, even with a dead end, another window may have opened. We're having someone check up at the state library, so they're working with me, and they're going to call me back and let me know. So I have to say, the people of Connecticut, all in all, have been extremely nice in helping me with this research. And so Connecticut should get some big thumbs up on friendliness in regard to anyone doing research in this area. Waiting for a call back, and we'll see if we can find out how Edward died. This is very exciting. Well, disappointing news for the end of the day. The state library in Connecticut called back, and they checked. There is absolutely no death record for Edward. So it appears that his death has been lost to history in regard to cause. So anyway, all in all, a very good trip to Connecticut. I'm going to compile all my research now and get it sort of better organized and such. And then tomorrow we're off to Newark, New Jersey, to go to the Newark Museum and see what I can find out there. And then it's on to home. So anyway, all in all, pretty good, but disappointing we couldn't find Edward.